All right, day 200. Got a great question here. I'm Kenny Keller, creator of Helicopter Line Ground School. 200 days of videos every day, training, check rides, highs, lows, all kinds of stuff. And this is a great one from Steven. He said, "Good morning, sir. I want to thank you for the online ground school. Recently got his CFI. Pretty long email, so I'll get right to it. Basically, he's in a situation where he just got the CFI on the 19th, Friday. And the chief instructor at his school basically said, I suggest you now finish your CFI 2 and then start working versus starting part-time and finishing the CFI. And he goes on to say that the chief instructor said, you can easily become swamped and then that gets put to the side. I need some advice or help. I really like this question, and I want to hit it in two different ways. Okay, he's got to make the choice for himself for sure. I say get that double I done and put it behind you, because your chief instructor is right. You might start working, instructing, and be working on the double I. Then you get a whole bunch of students and, oh, well, I'll finish it later. That double I is so important, and you may not get it done. And then you'll find yourself 5 years, 10 years, 20 years into your career going, man, I wish I'd have got that when I had the opportunity. I get it that you want to start instructing, and I admire that, but I think your chief instructor is right. I think you're already in the study mode. You just passed CFI. Get that double I done, over with, out of the way, and start working. That's my opinion. You can still make your own choice. But it's just like the instrument rating. Let's back up a minute. I think a person should do it between private and commercial. I did not. Then later, as an 800-hour pilot, working as a CFI, I had to go out and get the instrument rating. It was harder to pick up studying again, and it just took longer, and in the end cost me more money. So when it comes to the instrument rating and this double I, you're going to be money ahead if you can pull off the instrument rating between private and commercial. You're going to save time. You're going to be building PIC while you're working on your commercial. I didn't, wish I would have. So there you go on that one. And then the double I, I'll give you an example. 20 years later, I still don't have it. And even when I owned my own aircraft and I was flying EMS, one of the check airmen was talking to me about the helicopter that I owned on the side. And I was talking about, it wasn't going well financially, and I was thinking about dumping it. And he goes, before you dump that helicopter, get your double I. He goes, you need that rating. And he says, I would highly recommend you get it. Here I am 20 years later wishing I would have got it. There aren't that many instrument instructors out there in the helicopter scenario. So if you go ahead and get that double I now, you're more marketable. And in his question, he's saying, they're basically offering him a job. And I wouldn't even, and I think he's worried about maybe waiting too long and then the job not being available. If you can go to work at your flight school, that's great. But what you need to focus on is that double I is going to make you more marketable than the average Joe Blow CFI. And I'm an average Joe Blow CFI, so I'm not downing anyone. I'm saying I wish I'd have done it years ago when I was in the mode of studying, had instrument stuff fresh in my mind. Should have done it years ago. So there's my opinion. I say, hell with it. Get that double I done and move on with your career. That's my choice. Put your comments down below. Let us know what you think. And I'll reiterate one more time. Best for your money. Get your instrument between private and commercial. And get that double I done, because you're going to be more marketable. It's going to make you a better pilot. You'll have more opportunities, and you will not regret it by just going ahead and knocking that thing out. All right, there you go for day 200. Tomorrow will be day 201. Got a couple more awesome questions still lined up, but I'll save them for the next couple days. So do us a favor and like and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of this daily video. When you click subscribe, click that little bell, and that's what will give you notifications each day when our video comes out. I'm going to put a link for helicopterground.com right below this video. You can go there to take our 24-hour test flight on our private commercial CFI instrument courses. There's monthly options and yearly options. And then we have a big professional pilot package that includes all of those. That's not a subscription. That you keep. It does not expire. That's pretty popular. It's nice for you if you're going to be working on your ratings and it's going to take you 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. We all want to think we're going to bust these ratings out, and then life gets in the way, and sometimes it takes a lot more time. So you can also check out the professional pilot down below at helicopterground.com as well. So do us a favor, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in day 201. Peace out.